Hello, my beautiful vibrant energies. I'm Vibrant V. Welcome to the channel. Aquarius, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beasts. Welcome to the reading, honey. Okay, so, well, honeys. I don't know why I act like I'm only talking to one person at a time. Maybe you will be speaking to one person at a time. Hey. Right, so some of you guys, first of all, I just want to quickly recommend something that I've been listening to. It's a thing called Outwitting the Devil or Conversation with the Devil. It's an audio book. It's about 3.5 hours long, give or take, right? So yeah, takes time. By Napoleon Hill. And so basically it's a chat with the devil. The guy's having a conversation with the devil and basically trying to get the devil's secrets of how he controls people effectively. And it's really a lot to do with our patterns of behavior, ultimately. I've summarized it in like 10 seconds for you guys there, but check it out. It is so absolutely brilliant. So it's just confirming what we talk about on this channel, the Vibrant Energies channel. It matters who you surround yourself with. It matters what you think and feel of yourself, and therefore impacts how you behave. That's a neuro-linguistic programming thing as well. So it's literally what we keep doing repetitively is what's going to lead to our success or our destruction. So it's time for us to kind of really pull our socks up and be honest with ourselves about those we are surrounding ourselves with and whether that's healthy for us. Are our patterns of behavior helping us, or are they causing upheaval and stresses in our lives? It's time to be honest and look at this now as well, my darlings, okay? Some of you guys could be having serious overthinking, like you could just really be in your head about certain things. But what I would say is you guys are very intellectual individuals. You kind of just need to look at it more objectively. Excuse me. Look at it objectively in the kind of Queen of Swords energy, King of Swords energy, logical, what's practical, what not practical, you know what I mean? What makes sense, what is fair, what is just, what is right. But that's in relation to you, not just for the needs of other people. And I think that's super important, okay? Be mindful. So some of you guys. Some of you guys might be going to a poetry, like a open mic session thing, poetry slam, spoken words or whatever. Or it could be that you are going to hear a good word, as in, like I was listening to the audiobook, or speaking with somebody who is like a kindred spirit, a trustworthy counterpart person, someone you can trust effectively. And you guys might be exchanging good, positive, helpful words to each other. So yeah, you might get some encouragement coming your way soon, Aquarius, which is absolutely adorable. Some of you guys, I feel the need to tell you it's in the bag. You've got this, you're winning. And some of you guys, there's a thing about you being different. But then I also feel like someone else is saying, I'm different. So listen, if you're hooking up with someone, I don't know why I said hook up, I didn't mean to say that. What I meant was communing or communicating or hanging out, and I didn't mean like a love interest, but maybe that's a thing here for some of you guys. Put it this way, I think you both are going to be saying that you're different, but it's kind of like, well, it's for you guys to judge whether or not that kind of fits in a healthy and a safe way, and a good way for you. Drink more water, babes. Or it could be that you're going to go swimming. Maybe you might be eating seafood or kind of going for a walk along the river or a boat cruise or something or another. Something along the lines. Some of you guys might need to, whatever's in your mind, you might need to note it down. Put it onto paper. Write it down, my darlings, so it can come out of your mind space. Stop taking up and occupying so much space there. And then you have it on paper and you can go back to it and decide what needs to be done. You might need to implement some plans about some successes, some big picture goals that you have, babes. And you need to kind of note it down step by step, okay? To bring it into the real world. All right, honeys. Hey, some of you guys, maybe you're composing a letter. I don't know if it's a love letter or it's I was going to say, I'm not a fan letter, okay? And I don't mean that, I was going to say it in a horrible way, but what do they call it? A Dear John letter, when you're breaking up with somebody and you're saying, yeah, this isn't quite going to work out for me. Something along the lines. Or maybe you might receive that from someone. I don't know. It might not be great news, but I think you're strong enough to handle it, to be honest. Right. What good is coming towards Aquarius? That's what I want to know. That's what I care about. What is the good, baby? Don't get me wrong, life is full of all ups and downs, and you experience that on a day-to-day. I just want to encourage you to let you know that there are brighter days. You will come through. You have the power to overcome. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You know this. I don't know why I use this deck of cards. It's not great for my wrist. See? Impractical. Not sensible. Oh, man. Okay, Aquarius. What good is coming towards our beautiful... Aquariuses. Ah, you know what's funny? I wrote down my notes. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. You've self-imprisoned. You're putting yourself in a mental prison, or you need to come out of, or you're coming out of that. Ah, right. So that would make sense. That would make sense in terms of, ooh, and the awakening. It's the revelation of it all, baby. The awakening though is this is Piscean energy. Wait, hold on. Is that true? Yes, it is Piscean energy in this particular day. That's what it's supposed to represent here. But you're spiritually guided to take a break and to let things let things be as they need to be. Oh, damn it. I don't like when it comes out like this, but that's okay. 10. Look at me talking to myself exactly this. Let things be what they need to be. 10 of Swords, darling. Yes. Yes. You're accepting what things are. There's a totality. Something's ended or might be ending. And I think it's either you're overthinking or you're doubtfulness. Sorry, with this, yeah, I said Pisces, right? Maybe there's a Pisces involved here. Or maybe it's when you're coming out of what did I say about bringing your plans into reality? There could be something like that could be happening for you. Yes, and with the Queen of Wands, that would make perfect sense. Perfect sense, okay? Now, the Queen of Wands, she could also be, so this could speak about your independence, some of you guys might have been having some doubts about being independent or having some kind of success on your own or something. That's what it might be for some of you guys, and that's what you're coming out of. Okay. Or some of you guys, maybe there is a sense of, you may have some kind of controlling tendencies, and you might be kind of seeing that, and you're trying to deal with that as well. That's interesting. Okay, and alternatively, it could also speak of needing to have some balance in, your work-life balance type thing, your work and your personal life. Which I think, come on, if you're going to a poetry thing or something, you're going out, I think you're okay. I think if anything, yeah, it's more the work front that might be impacting you. But let's see. What good is coming towards Aquarius? That's what I want to know. Because the awakening means that there's a fork in the road, or you might have to make some kind of decision, and you're kind of just taking a moment to, before you take a step forward and decide, where you invest your time, your energy, or who with. Okay. So you're coming out of that. You're releasing yourself. I see you releasing yourself, my babies. I think you are being spiritually guided and protected to come out of the mental entrapments, whatever that might look like, whether it's in relation to family, whether it's in relation to your business and the way that you think and feel. Maybe it's in relation to your health and your own mental health. I don't know. But something is, you are making that decision to come out of it. And how's that occurring? By either the universe is forcing you to stop and to look at things differently, to reflect, or it's that you have intentionally done this. The fact that you're ripping this, you're trying to actually see the wood from the trees now, and you're about to walk through this gate and you're guarded with your sword, my darling, I feel like you are doing this for yourself. The fact that the Eight of Swords speaks of self-imprisonment, okay? I love it. You're becoming free. This is as a result of sorry, I'm so excited. This is inner revelation. This is spiritual wisdom. This is dark night of the soul stuff with the hermit energy here. This is like the light has been... all I need is a sun to really give me that, is a sense of revelation, but it's not necessarily that, because you've been thinking about it. It didn't come all of a sudden. You've been so caught up in this. It's like you've been trying to find different ways to go about something, and it hasn't... you've struggled with it. You've gone deep to really try and be thoughtful and considerate even, I think, about it too. Whatever this is. Jeez, okay, what is this? Let's get all the cards out, because I don't even know what... this isn't a clear enough storyline for me. Some of you guys might be sitting on a lot of money. I don't know. Or you might be the type of person who gives people money. Now be careful, it's not... I was going to say it. Some of you guys might be borrowing money as well. I don't know if you're borrowing to someone else or you are borrowing. If that's the case, it could include banks and things like this. But I think it's you giving out to others. But just be mindful you're not giving too much. I don't think you are, because I feel like you've got sufficient amount. Yeah. Oh, hello. That's interesting. The Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, thank you. Okay, because sometimes I read the cards wrong. I need to pay closer attention to that, actually. And the High Priestess. Right. So, oh, these are interesting energies on the board though. So we've got the Hermit. Sorry, we've got Virgo, we've got Pisces, and we have Cancer. That is interesting. This is giving me a lot of emotional assessment, and it's a seeking thing. It's a something. Okay, so all right. Oh, let's get some other, please. Aquarius. And this is me trying to say what good is coming towards you, but you're giving out money in the future. That's interesting. So you're gonna, like, in the present energy, it's about taking a stop to look at, some people, I don't know. Now this could be you, right? Trying to get away with something, possibly, or run away from something. It could be a Virgo and you're trying to sneak off. Like, listen, if you, okay, so maybe both of you, geez Louise. Geez. Okay, so hold on. Looking at this connection right here, right? Now, go with me and obviously place yourself as you need to. We've got this one here who's trying to understand, have deeper understanding, go it alone, try and figure it out, really doing the deep work to understand self in so many ways, right? Mind, heart, and spirit. Okay. Yeah. And then we have this one over here, right? So this is Virgo, this is Cancer. Now, this could also speak of a mother. I always feel the need to say that, but that's like a nurturing spirit, a nurturing energy. But this one is also a spiritually enlightened individual. Interestingly, both of you are spiritual. I say both of you, or you can comprise or hold both these energies. This is crazy. It's not crazy. I can't. Let's use better words because that's what we're doing now. This is very interesting to me because, son of a gun, I get it. Sorry, now I get it. You guys have had some kind of awakening or revelation. Damn, it's karma. It's karma. It's a cycle you've been repeating and you didn't know how to get out of it. That's what happened. You soul searched, whatever, went deep, you took babies, you took a pause to look at things from a different angle. It's like you finally got it. Like I just had that revelation. Right? What it is you've done your deep night of this, whatever. You've done your dark soul searching, whatever. You understand who you are. You understand your maybe challenging traits. Okay, cool. But it's like, as a result of that, you've had this revelation with the awakening that you need to take your swords, your wisdom, your understanding elsewhere. You need to get far away from certain things and people in your life. Oh my God, it does. This is the book, the same energies out. Yeah. And now it's about you keeping quiet now. Now this isn't about you trying to understand people or judge or just serve them. Does that make sense? This is about you. And now you're taking your swords, you're being quiet. I didn't say that in the way that I wanted to originally, actually. That's very interesting. That was karma. You were karmically tied and attached to not feeling confident. You lacked confidence. You felt helpless and as if you didn't have any control over something, or maybe as a result of I don't know, this is interesting. There's so much. Yeah, this is you reflecting on the past though. This is you reflecting on your old behaviors. And you're running away from, some of you guys are running away from the inability to make a decision. That's what it is here as well. So some of you guys have made that decision. It's going to, listen. And look, it's got the loss of peace of mind and personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. Material loss. Make sure you are being honest with yourself, or embarrassing secrets. That's not the vibe I'm getting in. Maybe the embarrassing secret is that you haven't stood up for yourself. I don't know. That's not the energy I'm picking up. 8 of Pentacles. Unless there's a secret around work and somebody not working. That might be a secret. Somebody's not talking about the fact that they're not working. I don't know. I hope not. I don't like stuff like that, so I'm going to leave that energy. But sorry, guys. I know I'm here to give you real messages and things. Of course I am. But equally, one thing I know with tarot, what you speak does come true. So I like to manage myself because I don't like to. Yeah. Not that I shouldn't say it. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I've said it anyway. Alternatively, really what I feel like where I was going with all of this energy is that there's been okay, so the insight has come. You have had the revelation. It's a revelation thing, I'm telling you, about people who have been stealing your freedom, your Maybe your money, like I said, with this possibly giving that money to them as well. But that's coming up, which is interesting. Why would that be coming up? Or the universe. The thing is, the Six of Pentacles could also speak of the universe gifting you, right? It's gifted you enough that you can actually give to other people, maybe. Some of you could be doing charitable deeds, but like quietly as well. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know for some of you guys. The Ace of Swords. Wait, what? This is interesting. So the Ace of Swords to me is usually about being kind of generally I say that the Ace of Swords could speak of research or understanding. It could also speak of speaking a truth. You could be quite it could be a quite blunt truth, okay? There could be some kind of but it doesn't have to be blunt, it should just be a truth that's being spoken. Right. Hold on. No, let me read this. Okay, right. Okay, because technically this is the underlying energy and it moves up to this right here, right? What we're seeing on the surface now. Hold on. You've paused from giving. That's the ultimate thing. Wait a second. Let me tell you what's occurring, she says. They're like, that's why we're here. Right. You have reviewed your past, okay? And I think obviously, with everything, we need to be compassionate as we do things, be sensible. I already made the speech at the beginning of the reading, right? Be cautious, be sensitive, always self-reflect. We're not saints, okay? Yes, so and so might make you feel this way, but why are you triggered to feel this way? Also, how did you create this with so and so? Do you know what I mean? So always take ownership. That's super important. I don't like the whole like I may say how I say and I praise you guys, but ultimately I'm hoping you know that you come here so you know that's why you're here. You're the type of person who does do that type of work. Otherwise, you wouldn't come here to tarot. You wouldn't. Well, some of you guys just come for scandal, but that's not this channel. Right. So anyway, some of you guys, it's like a revelation. Okay, fine. You've looked at the past and it's like you have a better understanding of who you are, what you're about. Oh my Lord, the book. Okay, great. What you're about, etc. Right? And you've almost like, you've looked at people who, it's like they've taken your attention from achieving, like focusing on what it is that you care about or paying attention to greater details. Do you see what I mean? And it's like the greater detail was that they've been stealing your time, your peace, your energy, and your joy or something. That's the truth. That's the revelation. So with the Ace of Swords, the universe, I don't know if it dropped on you like a revelation in your spirit or if it was just a case of you I don't know, there was a change in your thinking, okay? Now, I think you need to be encouraged to articulate that. I don't know. I think you might not be speaking up in the ways. I don't think you're being 100% direct with it. I'm going to be honest. From all the cards that I'm seeing with the Hermit, it's kind of like not. It's a bit secret. Not the Hermit, but it's quiet. Then the High Priestess doesn't say very much, and then Pisces kind of also doesn't really say very much. So there's a whole thing about it's not outwardly spoken, but you understand it. You've done the soul searching, and I do think with the Hermit, you've self reflected. I think you understand that you have a light within you that needs to kind of shine, but you've been held back by, I think it's possibly family, but friends and family or certain ways of thinking, okay? Maybe it's your own, I was going to say it's your own fault, but I didn't mean it like that, as in we put ourselves in certain situations. We're ignorant at first, and then at some point we get the revelation, and then we change it. And that's where I think some of you guys might be at. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, some of you guys though, I think you could also be dealing with renewal here is Scorpio too. Jeez, all of this privacy, all this secrecy, all of this quietness. Gosh. But there's a lot of emotions. It's very emotionally, it's an emotional thing for you. In different ways. There's like a sense of, there's a sense of illusion. There's a sense of caring and nurturing. There's also a sense of secrecy and kind of what's the word? What's the word? Passionate or deep expression of that. Like you feel this deeply. You feel this deeply. There's something you feel really deeply, babes. Oh man. Yeah. And it's almost like you had to run away because You know what it is? It's giving me like you just don't know how to say what you need to say. So, okay, so then you get yourself caught up in this Eight of Swords. Like, I know I need to do something. I know I need to say something, but I don't know how. That's what it's happening. That's what's happening here. And the Six of Pentacles is... Wait, what is the Six of Pentacles? Because it's giving me, you know, the good you do comes back to you, right? And then it's like, there's also unexpected inflow of abundance. So it could be that for some of you guys. So some of you guys could be receiving money and fortune or whatever that looks like for you. Let me calm down, because it doesn't have to be money for you to feel fortunate. It could just be a lucky interaction with somebody and it makes you feel good. Oh my God, yeah, because I'm making it literal as if it's the sense of just money. It's not. You know, when you engage with people who are on your level, it feels really, really good. It's like they've poured into your soul. That's a form of receiving as well as giving if you're doing that too. It's an exchange. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is about equal exchange too. You just got to be mindful that you're not giving more out to, just that makes sense. And if it's physical money, be mindful how you're spending. But like I said, you got that big coin over here. You know she's got another wheel over there. She's got some here. She's got some in her purse. But we have these beggy, you know, people over here. So just be mindful if that's a thing. But some of you guys could also be receiving. I don't know, because it speaks of give and take usually. This one specifically here, just be mindful. I don't know. There's a lot here. Aquarius, I don't even know if I did you justice with this reading, but it was really interesting. There's just so much. There is a whole lot. But you're running towards your peace is really what I get. You're running towards your higher spiritual calling, and I think you've discovered your gifts and you ran off, and maybe you might be hiding that as well from some people. That's what it is. You're being careful how you give your gifts, your finances, your resources, your energy, your da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Babes, the message I got from what I wrote down earlier, the note. Honey, please calm down. Okay. Aquarius, babies, darlings, there's not much to do here. You're on the right track, honey. Just be strong in that. Confirm it. According to, you know, the audiobook I was listening to, be definitive in what you desire and let nobody judge or speak on it. Or maybe, and that's another thing with all the secrecy that I'm seeing here. One thing I would always encourage, and I've learned this the hard way over these past years. If there's something you care about, keep quiet about it until it manifests in a way that you are comfortable to share. Okay, that's one thing I would definitely say. I've seen this done by certain people, and the way that they make their moves is really kind of quiet, and I've always thought, oh, that's kind of sneaky, because, you know, we're friends and you weren't very honest about that. But now that I understand, I've reflected and I've seen, oh no, I'm the idiot who's been too open and shared too much with you guys while you were out here kind of sneakily in the corner doing and then it's like, ta-da, look what we have, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's good to know, even though we're like this. Yeah, good to know. So I think it's your turn. It's your turn to be doing that now, Aquarius. I know that sounds really weird, and I don't like the sneaky behavior of it all, but I realize you know what? We can label anything to be what we want it to be. It doesn't have to be sneaky. To me, that's a form of wisdom now. That's how I see it, and I'm labeling it how I choose to, and that's what I want to encourage you to do. If someone says that you're sneaky, say, I think that's me being wise. If someone says that you're being a bit too loud, say, I think I'm being a little dynamic. If someone says, you know, you're, I don't know, too confrontational, say, I'm being very direct. Does that make sense? Switch it. This is how we're going forward now. We've got to manage our language, and we're not going to have other people tell us how we think or feel or what we should do anymore, my babies. All right? All right, Aquarius. Gosh, diggity. I'm feeling powerful in your reading. You're not having it anymore. So yeah, they call you aloof. So be it. I'm aloof. I'm serious and I'm focused and I've got stuff to do. I'll see you later. Bye. All right. All right. Obviously, do all of this in love. That's really important, because we've got to be careful that we're not doing it from a malicious place. That's really important. I think that's what I've struggled with over the years. It's kind of like, to me, I've labeled it snaky. So I was challenged to adopt that behavior. But when I changed my attitude and realized, actually, that's just very wise. It's very sensible. You protect what you love and you do it by any means necessary. Okay, let me calm down, because that sounds quite extremist, like Malcolm X up in this bitch. I didn't mean any of that, but hey, so be it. You know, okay, safely, whatever. Yeah. So no, rephrase it, change it, and see the positive qualities and traits in it. You know what? It is good to be secretive sometimes, because you shouldn't divulge all your secrets to people. When countries are going to war and doing all their bullshit, Are they sharing it with each other what they're really up to in the background? No, they're not. That's how they can fight each other and win and conquer their opposition. Duh. So yeah, don't feel no way, Aquarius. Now is your season, darling. This is you. This is your whole time, my darlings. Age of Aquarius and all of that stuff. You're here. We're here for you. All right, honeys. Anyways, I wish you the best. This is fantastic. I think it's great. Yeah. Be at peace, babe. Do what you feel is appropriate for you. Bye, darlings. Thank you. Oh, like and subscribe and comment. Thanks.